Day 36, 100-day, 10 minutes a day taiko challenge. We're in the backbeat series, Mitsu-Uchi 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 play. We talked about the fast speed and a few things yesterday with the swing and the crescendo, upbeat, downbeat. But we talked about having a hack for the speed. So when you're doing fast, slow, doing nice and big, up, down, upbeat, downbeat, upbeat, downbeat, upbeat, downbeat, up, and some groups do forward, side, swing, whatever. And the medium speed, you're still using the single pivot, and sort of using that radius ulnar double pivot thing for the medium speed. You can see that finger and these two fingers are not really doing too much. So just turning that, turning that, turning that, turning that, up, turning that, up, and turning that, up, turning that, up, turning radius ulnar. Right, so when you get to the fast speed, slow speed, nice, and plenty of time to lift entire rotator cuff, get a nice flat surface, flat angle when you hit. Medium speed, using mainly the rotating radius ulnar. But when you get to fast speed, if I'm using just that back and the rotating, it does hurt a bit because you're moving a lot of big muscles. So you do need to put your thumb, you're still using the turning and all the same mechanics, but you might have to start using your thumb a little bit and using that as your pivot. So we talked about, I think it's day 10, when you're doing the double pivot using that big pivot and that as your leverage for that, and then consequently you make that smaller into just teaching you how to rotate that to get that kind of snap. Okay, now when you get to, but that is a long pivot still, so to reset that, it takes a while. So when you're doing that speed, you see it's still that kind of turning, but a much smaller version of that. You see that turn here with the light, you can see it's a slight turn, but my thumb is slightly forward. You're changing the pivot from here to forward, so that the leverage is very much closer. A smaller leverage, less power for sure, but a bit more speed. So make sure it's still not just straight like that. That's fine, but that will tire after a while. This gets very tiring. So if you make sure there's a upbeat, downbeat, upbeats, rotate, flexor, release, smaller version of that. And then you can go, my left hand's not as fast. You can see that upbeat, and still coming down and turning, but in a very minute way. Okay, so don't use all your big muscles, because that will kill you, or even double pivot. That's still hard work. Upbeat, so up, down, up, down. So let's start with just and the other thing is to, the hack is to actually, even if you use big muscles, we want to train your body to use fast twitch muscles. If you're using big muscles like this, and then you're trying to use the same muscles, you'll never get fast. What you want to do is actually do fast but short, So you start to use fast twitch muscles that are very different from slow. Yeah? So do less to start with, and start to learn control with your thumb, with other things. If you can't get even the medium speed with the double pivot. And then start to connect them after a while, but definitely start at a fast. That's why most drummers will go slow, medium, fast, not in a crescendo. Sorry, not accelerando, not accelerating, because they are different muscles. So most professional drummers will say practice slow because you're using big muscles, using rotator cuff, and then you're starting to use some kind of medium muscles, just like the double pivot thing. That speed, and then when you're going to fast, you're swapping to maybe your thumb, small leverage. I use not your pinky, but your ring finger and a little bit of thumb. Note the power still coming from there. And I relax for the upbeat. Small upbeat. Means I can keep this pace and try to relax for a long time. That's fast twitch muscles and they're very different. Okay? So my left hand's not that capable of doing that, so I'm going to start to practice that with you. So that's the same speed. So try to learn how to do upbeat, downbeat, so slowly with your little bit of thumb there. I'm using sort of the inside of the thumb on that inside bit, not the, so your thumb has the side that is closer to the index and the thumb on that side. Yep. So I'm using the side that's closest to the index as the sort of leverage pivot point. Yeah. So if you want to try with just the index finger, you can leverage from that, and the middle finger you can leverage from that. And then using the pinky and using the ring finger. And then try to, now once you can do that, you go up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So up is lifting the bicep a little bit. So you want your forearm to come up a little bit, but not that much, just a little bit, and then down, a little bit down. And then you do it at the speed, but not continuously. So that's the speed you want to be. Yeah. And start to teach your muscles how to do those things, but at the right speed. So once you can do that and have the control, because doing it slowly is not going to actually teach you at the right muscles. And so that's the hack. And try to relax. So remember, upbeat, downbeat, upbeat, downbeat, upbeat, leverage, upbeat, leverage. I'm not getting it super clean when I connect, and I'm not relaxing in the upbeat. So when you have the upbeat, when you're trying to do fast things for a long time, you have to learn how to let go when you're doing the upbeat. For the big muscles to pick up, you need to relax, actively disengage completely. And when you're not disengaging fast enough, you don't have the time to relax to do the downbeat. Yeah, if you're just going, but this is still tight, when you're lifting, this is still tight, and coming down. After a while, you're gonna not be able to do a long time. So getting the power isn't getting more muscle build up so that your down is more powerful. It's how you disengage those muscles when you do the upbeat in the speed. So make sure when you're up, disengage. So try to relax on the upbeat at that speed. Down, you will naturally engage, so that's fine. So that's your time to relax. Breathe. Like this. A lot of time in my relaxation relaxation, disengaging bit. Do not concentrate on getting more energy. Do not concentrate on trying to be more tough. That's all bollock stuff. So, you know, get it clean. If you can work only 50% of the time, you're going to make it. So 10 minutes equals 5 minutes because you only tense for the 5 minutes you're coming down, and it gives the muscles time to relax. Okay. And remember, most songs last 5-6 minutes, so you're only doing it for 3 minutes coming down at that speed. Okay? So a little bit of thumb and doing it at speed. That's the hack. I'll see you tomorrow. Practice that fast but slowly.